a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again thinking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
How would Paul Bryant like you hear that?
I'd like the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Stallings has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
This does put a smile on my face.
Pickem fires to the end zone.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing this morning? What is it? This Saturday, September 20th. Man, this month is just flying by. Next thing you know, it'll be playoff times. How you doing this morning, Mr. Spencer?
Doing fine, sir. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I did last week. That was a rough time. I'm going to tell you, fellas, that was a rough time. All right, before we even get started going, we got another gentleman. I'm glad he got to make it this morning. He's been a busy man. But let's go ahead and bring him on. There he is. Good morning, Mr. Piano Man. He's fishing.
Good morning. Hey, greetings from the hometown of Bray Hubbard, Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
Have you caught anything this morning?
Man, yeah, we caught a few croakers and some trout, and you know, those old hard shell catfish, which I've used them for cut bait. So you know how that goes.
Well, good. Spencer, you done all right over on your side? What you got going on this morning?
Yeah, well, we got turkey shoot on Saturdays up here at AmVets Post 100. I got here at 7 this morning, started breakfast. My wife and I got up here and got the eggs going, the bacon, the sausage, the gravy, and the biscuits, and selling the plates for $7.
Man,
I'll be up there in a minute, Spencer.
I love it. That sounds good. I mean, it really does.
I need 2 of them, Spencer.
Say again.
I'm gonna need 2 of them.
We got them. We got them, brother. We got them.
All right. Let's see here, man. There's so many folks on here this morning. I'm glad to see every one of you. Miss Susan Thomas, glad to see you. I'm gonna just say roll tide to everyone. Stephen Hicks, William, Mr. Jones. Let's see who else is on here. I know Miss Kimberly's there. There she is. Miss Kimberly, good morning to you. Bobby Springle, by the way. I'll say something here in just a minute. Let's see here. Who else is in here? That I don't want to. Justin Summerlin. I'm sure Jeff's got to be in here. Michelle Cochran, good seeing you this morning, honey. Let's see here. Last week was really, really amazing what y'all done on the Pickems, especially you, Michelle. Roll Tide rise up. Good morning, buddy. Roll Tide's at work, everybody. So y'all make sure you wish him a Roll Tide this morning. Okay. Bobby Sprinkle. His father passed away this past week. I don't remember when. I just caught bits and pieces here and there. Piano Man knows more about it than I do. But we want to send our condolences to Bobby. Bobby, we're sorry for your loss, bud, and things will get better. I mean, it's hard right now, but it gets better. Not by much, but it will. If you have lost your dad or mom, you know what I'm talking about. You get over it, but you don't get over it. You always miss them. You always do. So, all right, yeah, Michelle Cochran, you done a great job. You really done a great job. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and give them their points so we can get into our picks this morning. And if I missed anybody in the chat about giving you a roll tide, saying hi to you, I'm sorry. You know how it goes when you get going. All right, Mr. Piano Man hasn't played much here lately, so he's still stuck at 1. And let's see here, I'll say who else is stuck at 1? Kimberly, you haven't played in a while, so you're at 1. All right, and the people that are at 2, Mr. Eddie Blackbird. I think his first week was playing last week, and he got 2. Michelle Cochran's first time was she got 2 last week, which I was impressed with, to be honest with you guys. Brian Thomas, they played for last week, and he's got 2. AT is still at 2. He didn't get to play last week. Miss Latoya is still at 2. And let's see. And I said Miss Susan is at 2. All right. And let's see who's got 3. Oh, George, you got 2. You hadn't been getting any at all, buddy, but last week you got 2. So that was great. Let's see here. At 3 is Old Goat. Old Goat has been striking out every week, and last week he got 3 out of 4. I'm trying to tell you, these guys, that just because you think you got a low score, you keep playing. It's not a guaranteed thing. Next thing you know, you might get 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4 a couple of weeks, and you're right there in the game. So don't give up. Don't give up. It's fun to play. But anyway, Old Goat's got 3. Rise Up has got 3. Let's see here. Who else has got 3? And that's it for the 3. Now, the ones that's got 4. Spencer, you have 4. B. Jammin, he has 4. And he didn't get to play last week, so he still got 4. He'll stay at home. He'll start coming alive. You better watch B. Jammin. All right, those that have 5, I have 5. And let's see. That's the only one that's got 5 is me. All right, those that have, no, I'll take it back. Jeff has 5. Jeff has 5. So me and Jeff are tied. All right, those that have 6, Bobby. Bobby done good last week. Bobby has 6. Bobby was about, I can't remember how many he got, but he's got 6 this week. And Justin Summerlin, you got 6. And let's see who else. That's all that's got 6. Those that have 7. Mr. Jones has 7. But you better watch out. Because William has 7. William done good last week. Steven also done good. He also has 7. So you got to see where we're at now. Nobody is pulling away. Bobby, you are at 6. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's pulling away yet. I mean, it's a long season. You can probably start playing right now and still end up winning this game. All right, so there's your scores. Any questions on that, fellas? Ladies?
Nope.
Okay. All right, I'm just waiting on the chat room, make sure they're okay. I don't know what happened to Piano Man. He'll probably pop back in here in just a minute. All right. No more questions on that. All right. Last week, guys, I have to apologize, but I ended up working. They made me work, and I done the best I could. So y'all look on me on that one. But thanks to Spencer, we got it pulled off. And Spencer, I appreciate it, bud.
No problem, brother.
Hey, if it wasn't for you, man, whoosh, my goodness gracious. Been about one of the boringest show you ever seen. All right. Let's get started on the picks. I know Spencer and Mr. Piano Man's got some things to do, so let's get started. My first pick of the week, and there's not a lot to choose from, guys, and I'm sorry. Hey, Alabama's not playing. It makes for a slow week for this show. All right, here we go. South Carolina versus Missouri. That's going to be our SEC game, or one of our SEC games. When I don't have Alabama, I pick another SEC game. Guys, you know I get one outside the box, one from the chat room, and Alabama game, and another SEC game. That's the way I pick. Okay. So anyway, South Carolina versus Missouri. What do you feel about this game, Mr. Spencer?
Well, far as South Carolina there. Go ahead.
Hold up. I'm sorry, and I apologize. South Carolina is playing at Missouri.
Correct.
Missouri's house. Missouri is picked to win by 10 points. Okay, go ahead.
Well, my problem I got with South Carolina there is don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Their backup ain't worth a crap. I know that much. Vandy made them look pitiful. This could be they could back it back up this week, but it's going to be at Missouri. Missouri's got a good defense. I've got to go with Missouri on this and give up to 10 points.
Okay. Still don't see Mr. Piano Man back in, so I'm going to go up here. And hopefully he'll come back in here. All right, guys, and don't forget at the end of the show when we get to our final picks, be sure to put all 4 of your picks in at one time at the end of the show. Yeah, you can put them in now and everything. That's fine and lovely, and sit here and talk about it. But it's so much more help on me if like Eddie, I had to go back through the whole show to make sure I got all his picks right. I had to go back through there to make sure I had Spencer's right because me and him was doing the show. So at the end of the show, when we get to the last pick, go ahead and put in all 4 of them, and that really, really helps me out. You just have no idea how much that helps me to keep up with your guys' score, okay? So, all right, South Carolina versus Missouri. I really want South Carolina to do well, not too well, because I think we play them on later on during this year. But they are playing at Missouri. This one's for Eddie. I'm gonna put it that way. This one is for Eddie. I don't know if we'll ever get to pick another South Carolina game. 10 points is not unreasonable for South Carolina to really start trying to show out. The only problem bothers me is that they're at Missouri's house. But I'm gonna step out on a limb and I'm gonna take South Carolina on this one. All right, I whisper automatic. Well, if he gets to pop back in, we'll get his picks in. All right. So our next one, we're going to go outside of the box on this one. This one is going to be a little tough. Michigan versus Nebraska. It's at Nebraska's house. They are picked to win by 0.5 point. Nebraska is. This morning, they were picked to win by 1.5 points. And by the time I got to where I could look at it again, it had already dropped down to 0.5 point. Makes me curious about that, and that's what we're going with. So Nebraska has to win by 1, which is a gimme. I mean, that's no explanation needs to be there. I'm gonna tell you, Spencer. That's gonna be a tough pick, brother. I'm gonna let you have at it.
It is. It can go either way. It can go either way on this one, but much as I got my reservations about Michigan this year, I've got to go with Michigan against Nebraska. I'm not impressed with Nebraska yet. I'm not. And it's just a pick 'em. So I'm gonna go with Michigan.
Okay. Let me write that down. I've got a buddy of mine that is a Nebraska kind of guy, and I've really tried to pick. It's just not right without Nebraska being a tough football team. I ain't saying they got to be championship material. It's just they're part of the old blue blood program. Do you know what I mean? And it's just something ain't right when Nebraska's not there. It's not right when another northern team, say like Penn State, or it's just not right. It's something we got to have the competition in every conference. But I've just been pulling for Nebraska here for the last 2 or 3 years, hoping that they can do better. And I think they are doing better, but I don't think they're up to the level of competition that they should be. But this is at Nebraska's house. They have doing better. What worries me is that they dropped that 1.5 down to 0.5. Is Michigan, or do they know something going on that I don't know? Michigan's pretty tough. If I had to lay money on this, I would probably pick. Well, I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hear something. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna hold up. There he is. Can't hear you. There you
Can
are.
you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, sir.
As you can tell, I'm sweating, and I didn't know it gets hot like that out there with the phone. I thought with the air blowing, and then next thing I know is come talking about the temperature. I let it cool down a minute, so I came and sat in the car for a minute.
Yeah, all right. We'll run through a couple of picks. Appreciate that too. I know what you're saying though. If it gets too hot, it'll shut down.
It shut all the way down.
All right, let me get your picks and your thoughts on South Carolina versus Missouri right quick. It's at Missouri's house. Missouri's picked to win by 10.
I think that line is a little high. Lenore Sellers, I think, has been cleared to play. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to play, but I look for South Carolina to bounce back in this one. So I'm gonna have to take South Carolina in this one.
Yeah, I did also. I took South Carolina simply because we got a member of the chat room that is from South Carolina. He's very faithful. You know him yourself, probably, Mr. Eddie Blackman. I think really South Carolina is going to be coming back today myself. So I went ahead and picked South Carolina. Of course, like I said, Spencer's a smart guy. He's went with Missouri, so he's taking the good pick, but we're just hoping. Okay, now our second game was Michigan versus Nebraska. It's at Nebraska's house. Nebraska has picked to win by half a point, which means 1 point. This morning it was 1.5, and when I last checked it, it had already dropped to a half point. What's your take on this game?
Nebraska, for some odd reason, has been the love of a lot of sports writers, especially over the summer. So they got a lot of love in the playoffs. So, but I'm going to take Michigan because it's Michigan.
You're picking Michigan?
I'm picking Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's something going on with the phone, piano man. Okay. All right. While he's doing that, guys, I'm going to give you my pick, and I'll just be honest with you. I feel like Michigan's going to win this game. I really do. But just to be at a little bit of odds is not going to.
Okay, can we hear me now?
Too much. Yes, sir. Sure can. Can't see you, but we can hear you good.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Nebraska. Okay, I'm going to pick Nebraska. Call me crazy, all right? But it's at Nebraska's house, so I feel like they got a chance.
Sounds to me like you're trying to catch up.
Yeah, well, I'll say you heard the point. I need a couple. I play the way I feel, guys. And usually I don't do real bad. I never win. But I do okay. All right. The second SEC game that we're picking for the week is, and everybody I know wants this game, Auburn versus Oklahoma. It is being played at Oklahoma's house. Oklahoma is picked to win by 7. All right, piano man, take off on that one, buddy.
Oklahoma all day. They're going to shut down Jackson Arnold. They're going to make him wish that he hadn't never came back home. And plus, I don't like all fact. I really don't like Oklahoma either. I'm straight Bama, but since this is a pick, one of the pick games, I'm going with Oklahoma. I go with the lesser of the two evils.
Okay, all right, Spencer, what you think on this one?
Well, it's my heart. It's going to be Oklahoma because I can't root for Auburn for nothing. There ain't no way. I don't care if they're getting 100 points. I'm not going to pick Auburn for nothing. So I'm going to say Oklahoma.
All right. Stephen Hicks said it right. I'm crazy. So did Mr. Jones. All right. Now, Auburn versus Oklahoma. I can't stand Auburn. But here's the thing I'm looking at. If this is real money, and we're talking points here. Hang on a second. I'm going to mute you just for a second there, Piano Man. Yeah, there we go. So we knock out some of the wind. Oklahoma. I don't like them suckers either. They beat us last year, and I know I picked them to beat us, and they did. And I'm like, hated to win that point if you want to know the truth about it. But this is a different game. This is for points for money at the end of the year. So I'm trying to. Don't think I'm not trying to win, guys. Don't think I'm not. I'm not just trying to give this away. But I hope Oklahoma beats the tar end out of Auburn and just try to shut them up. They ain't got nothing to brag about, and I want to keep them that way. But honestly, I think Oklahoma is a better team. They're at home by 7 points. I think that's easy. I know Auburn will go down there and try to play, but I'm taking Oklahoma on this as well. All right. Here's the chat room pick. All right. I got with a member of the chat room. He's not said a whole lot in there, but he's been in here. That would be Mr. Roll Tide Rise Up. I've texted him a little bit and asked him if I would use him for the chat room today. So, guys, you kind of get a little feel about what I'm trying to do, because next week we plan on trying to have Mr. B Sharp on with us. I wanted him to come in on a good Pickem week, especially with the Georgia-Alabama game. I think everybody would like that, to have Piano Man, Spencer, and Mr. Sharp on here all at the same time. I mean, you can't beat a Pickem show better than that. I think the things that will be said is just going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. But anyways, his pick, Mr. Rise Up, is Texas versus Utah. It's being played at Utah's house, and they are picked to win. They're picked to beat Texas by 3.5, which means they have to win by 4. Spencer, what do you think's going to happen in this game? Yeah. That was a really good
Utah.
pick.
I ain't gonna lie about it. I like Utah this year. I do. They've got it. They got it rolling up there. But they're playing Texas.
Yeah.
Texas got some money linemen playing for them. I'm still not impressed with the Manning quarterback there by no means. But you said it's 3.5,
which means they have to win by 4. Yes.
Win by 4. I'm going with Texas on this one. I might lose because Utah's good. I like Utah, but I'm gonna believe in the trenches. I think this game's gonna be won in the trenches, and I'm gonna go with Texas to win it straight out. So I'll take 4 points.
No, I can't wait to hear this one. All right, Mr. Piano Man, what is your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to be a good sport, okay? They're not playing Texas. They're playing Texas Tech.
Oh, that's right. That is correct. Hang on a minute. Let me
So,
make sure.
Spencer, you might want to go back and redo that one, bro.
Oh, I'm going to. If it's Texas Tech.
Hang on. I got to make sure.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because his first one said Texas, and he corrected himself. Guys, I apologize. Thank you, Mr. Piano Man.
Give me Utah all day long.
All right, let me go back. All right, still a good pick. Still a good pick. All right.
I'm with Spencer. I got as high as I am on Texas Tech because they're playing in Utah. And plus Utah is actually good. And I said on the show a few days ago, is Utah, is Texas Tech, it is, I forgot who else. It's like 4 teams out of that Big 12 conference that's ranked in the top 25. Texas Tech and Utah are 2 of them, so they're about to start eliminating themselves. But in this game, I like Texas Tech, but give me Utah at the end of the day.
Give me Utah. All right, let me see here. All right, before we continue on, Miss Michelle, anybody that picked Texas, if you change your mind, which I'm sure you probably will, it is Texas Tech, and that is my bad. It is part of me not paying attention. I seen Texas the first time, and then he corrected it. It was Texas Tech, and that's what Rise Up said. He done the same thing. So it is Texas Tech versus Utah, not Texas. Thank you, Justin. And the points are, the spread is still the same. Thank you, Rise Up, for a great pick this week. And so if you picked Texas, you can change almost right now. Matter of fact, if you want to, I'm going to fix to give my pick. But if you want to, go ahead and put all 4 of your picks in right now. If you haven't already, it really helps me out a lot. What happened there? Did I lose somebody? No. Okay, something happened. All right, anyways, my pick, Texas Tech versus Utah at Utah's house by 3.5. They need to win by 4. There's a reason for this. And the only reason I can think of is because this is going to be a game between, everybody, y'all like me. A good game's a good game. The points is what matters here. This is a spread game. Let me see where I'm looking at. All right. Give me Texas Tech. I'm going to think Texas Tech going to go in there and beat them. Give me Texas Tech. Because Utah's got to win by 4, which means it's got to be more than just a field goal.
And Icebox, I will say this much, bro. And that's not a bad pick, because on the one side of that, when it comes to Texas Tech, they're deep in NIL with the transfer portal, and their roster's pretty stacked for a Big 12 team.
Yep.
So you're picking Texas Tech. That's not a surprise, and if they win, it still wouldn't be a surprise.
See, y'all.
I'm going with the home team.
Yeah, I understand. But that's like Tennessee last week, and just so everybody knows, Georgia was picked to win by 4 last week, and they only won by 3, which means I won the point.
Yep, you did.
Okay. That was B jamming. For some reason, his phone and Restream doesn't get along. It gets along good with StreamYard. I agree, but I could do so much more, and I like the better. I think Restream's just better. B jamming, and I'm sorry, but anyway,
easier to work.
It's easier to work, and I like the layout a lot better. So, and I'm used to it. So that's the reason I use Restream. But anyways, guys, all right. If you haven't put in your picks yet, go ahead and do so. Because we're gonna get off here to let Mr. Piano Man go back fishing.
Yep.
And Mr. Spencer do it.
I'm out. I'm gonna go shoot.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
I'm gonna win me a turkey.
A turkey for a turkey.
Well, I'm going back and catch some more croaker.
Yes, sir. Y'all
good to see you, Piano Man.
Y'all coming on the show.
Good to see you, Spencer. Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Piano Man. I'll get y'all off here so you can do your thing.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. So there you go. There's your picks for this week. And I hope you have good luck with them. It's been a really good game so far. What happened here? No, I don't think so. He got off. But anyways, I wish you luck. And guys, to be honest with you, it's anybody's game from this point on. There's 12 games, or there's probably going to be more than that, including the playoffs. So there's plenty of time to make up ground if you feel like you're on the bottom end. And those that are at the top right now, there's plenty of time to put you back down. So stay in there, play your games, make good picks. Remember, you're picking to win a point, not for who you're rooting for. Okay? So that's why you got to go by the spread. So keep that in mind. I'm going to try. I think everybody else understands how it goes in here. So don't need me having to explain it. Mario. Glad to see you back, bud. I ain't seen you since the first time you played. Wish you luck, buddy. I really do. Let me see here. Who else is in here? Oh, I know it does, Steven. Miss Susan, thank you. Yeah. I had to rub it in. See, Bobby was with me on that one. But you got 5, Jeff. You've got 5. Yes, sir. Me and you both, if I remember correctly. You got 5, I got 5, but I think from Steven on is 6 and 7. Okay, you're not far behind, and neither am I. Those that ain't got just one or even started playing today, they still got a chance. They still got a very good chance. All you guys don't know, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Some point in this game during this football season, I'm gonna win 3 out of 4. Okay, and there's a possibility I may win 4 out of 4 because next week I'm going to ask probably Spencer or Miss Piano Man, whichever one can. They're going to pick the teams next week. I've been picking them so far to give you guys a fair idea of how I do things. I'm always going to pick Alabama game. If it's not an Alabama game playing that week, I'll pick another SEC game or another good game. Okay. And then I always pick an SEC game. And then we would pick an outside of the box. And that could be like today, Michigan versus Nebraska. Next week, it could be Ohio State playing Penn State. We don't know. We have to wait and see. But this year, we've added on a chat room pick. Just to make it fair, we'll pick somebody out of the chat room, probably at the beginning of the show. And it's kind of hard for them to do. And I understand that, and it takes time. But I'll ask him, I'll get to my last pick, and I'll tell them to start picking the one that they want us to pick, just to make it fair. And so now you got 4 points to pick from. All right. It's very easy to catch up in 1 week. Trust me. 1 week you might only get 1 point. Next week you might get 2. Next week you might not get none. Next thing you know, you get 3 or 4. So stay in there. Use your head. Think about it as points, not who you're pulling for. That's what Las Vegas goes on your emotions. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. But anyways, we're going to get out of here. Guys, thank y'all for coming and seeing us. I appreciate my fellow pickers this morning. They were done a great job. But next week, we hope to get Mr. B Sharp on here, and I will get in touch with him. I'm really looking forward to that. I told him that's my dream. I want to get Mr. B Sharp on here, helping us pick games. That'll be fun. Absolutely. But anyways, guys, enjoy the games today. I know Alabama ain't playing, so hey, it is what it is. But if you're a football fan, hope you have a good time watching the games today. We will catch y'all next week, same time, same channel. As far as the Pickem show goes, don't forget Monday night is Mr. Williams' show with Making a Double with Spencer. And let's see, guys, I don't know if we'll do a morning after show tomorrow because Alabama's not playing. Unless you guys just want to get here and talk football, y'all will let me know. I will do just that. If we're off the air, go ahead and just leave it in the comments if y'all want to do a morning after show just to talk football. If y'all want to get started and get revved up for the Georgia game, we can do that too. Whatever you want to do. So just let me know. If not, we'll go straight to Monday night and catch everybody then. But anyway, we're out of here. Y'all take care of yourselves and have a good weekend and roll that gum tide, baby. Roll tide.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now,